Hello friends, back again in the lead up to Halloween with another spooky story from the book of Mysteries of the Unexplained. Tonight, ghost lights. The legends are similar, no matter the locale. It's whispered that mysterious lights that blink and wink in the night are the spirits of long-dead railroad workers, jealous and jilted lovers, or lost children. They go by many names: marsh lights, ghost lights, will-o'-the-wisp, faux follet, earth lights, and even, to the skeptical, swamp gas. They occur in remote areas, often near old railway tracks or power transmitters. Some are thought to issue from the geomagnetic fields of certain kinds of rocks, but tales of lights that change color, follow people, foil electrical systems, or perform acrobatic stunts are harder to explain. The peculiar Paulding light. According to legend, an old railway brakeman was killed near the Choate Branch Railroad tracks that used to run near Paulding, Michigan, along the northern Wisconsin-Michigan border. People have observed strange lights near the tracks for decades, and it is said that they're from the railman's ghostly lantern swinging as he walks his old beat. Others, armed with telescopes and binoculars, believe that the famed Paulding light is actually caused by headlights shining from a highway a few miles away. Still, many claim that the lights behave like anything but distant reflections. The lights are said to change from red to green, zoom up close as if peering into people's cars, chase people, flash through automobiles, either cutting off all electric power or turning radios off and on, and zigzag through the nearby woods. Crowds flock to the Robbinswood Road site off Highway 45 to see the phenomenon for themselves, and a wooden sign has been erected. The fiery faux follet, sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. During the mid-18th century, when Detroit was being settled by the French, aristocrats and working folks feared the faux follet, spirit lights of the marshy river area. One local legend tells of a rich landowner who nearly drowned one stormy night when the brilliant lights lured him into a swamp. Luckily, 2 guests staying at his house heard his terrified cries and managed to rescue him. At the time, the prevailing theory of the marsh lights was that windows had to be closed when the faux follet were near, or they would enter the house, snake their way into the windpipes of those present, and choke them to death. Baffling brown mountain lights. Although scoffed at as nothing more than reflected train lights, the multicolored light show in the foothills of North Carolina's Blue Ridge Mountains has fascinated humans since an early explorer reported it in 1771, and even earlier, according to Native American legend. Several centuries ago, many people were killed during a battle between the Cherokee and the Catawba tribes. Legend has it that the Brown Mountain Lights are the spirits of those lost warriors. Another tale states that a plantation owner got lost hunting on Brown Mountain and that one of his slaves came looking for him, swinging a lantern to light his way. The slave never found his owner, but still walks the mountainside with his eternal lantern. Still another legend claims the lights come from the spirit of a woman murdered on the mountain by her husband in 1850. Whatever the source of the colorful lights, they come in many shapes, from glowing orbs to trailing bursts to still white areas. Crowds flock to at least 3 locations to view the lights, but one of the most popular is the Brown Mountain Overlook on Highway 181, 20 miles north of Morgantown. Glowing in Great Britain. For a week before Cornwall, England, suffered an earthquake in November 1996, people of the region began seeing unexplained lights in the sky that ranged from circular to rectangular in shape. Some saw the lights as precursors to the quake, but that didn't explain why several witnesses observed large golden spheres dropping from the clouds 2 years earlier, or why others saw purple pixie lights hovering around the area's old tin mines. The Lincolnshire region was notorious in the mid-1960s as the site of unexplained balls of colored light. On August 10, 1965, a woman named Rachel Atwill woke up just before 4 a.m. to see a reddish light over some nearby hills. The light persisted for almost a half hour, and Atwill reported that the experience gave her a headache. The same light was seen about an hour later by a truck driver, but he had a more harrowing experience as the light hovered only 50 yards from his truck. The situation grew worse when the light zoomed right up to his windshield and sat there, lighting up the inside of the truck and waking his sleeping wife and daughter. Luckily, it soon lifted back into the atmosphere and disappeared. Others in the area also reported seeing lights of the same description, and one was even able to capture a photo that was published in a London newspaper.